Back before Bay County schools started integrating in 1966, African American children attended separate schools.
Many of them, like Rosenwald, Oscar Patterson, and A.D. Harris, are still around. But as News 13's Anna Hoffman tells us, not too many people still remember or even knew about the old Oak Grove School.
Every day, Robert Kane and Mary Boyne watch the cars line up on their street to pick up their kids from Rising Star Academy Charter School.
Look at all these cars bringing these children right up there to the school. In that same spot. Of course, it's bigger now and better than it was then.
They watch and think about the school that they once knew and how it has evolved over the century.
I went there when I was small, and you used to have to do your ABCs. At church and then at school.
The students nor the parents or the faculty here probably know the history of the school, which is it was originally started in 1910 and it was the St. Andrews Negro School.
In 1936, the school included 1st through 8th grades with only one teacher who had no qualifications. Classes were held in whatever church had space until establishing their first home in 1941 near the current Oakland Terrace Elementary. They changed the name of the school to Oak Grove Elementary. 20 years later, this existing structure was built on Lincoln Avenue. It is in a predominantly black neighborhood called The Hill.
The Hill is a small community, and it was prominent during the boom of the shipyards and different things and stuff like that. And we're just a nice little community.
They call it The Hill because it is on higher land than most of Panama City. For the Canes, The Hill has always been their home.
People that came from other cities and everything, and they enjoyed being here on the hill.
Kane graduated from Oak Grove, then later Rosenwald High School. He went off to college, returning to Panama City in 1965 to be the principal of the school right down the road from his house. By then, the school included classrooms, libraries, health rooms, and teachers with college degrees. One of those teachers was Kane's wife, Mary Boyne.
I learned so much of being the teacher. The children were very polite. They just fell in love with me and I fell in love with them.
The school's enrollment numbers increased every day.
The teachers were so kind and they enjoyed teaching, and we did everything we could to motivate the children and let them learn.
Then came the civil rights movement in the early to mid-60s. Bay County began integrating schools, and Oak Grove closed its doors in 1968.
The history is deeply ingrained in my family, as my uncle was the last principal to close the school in '68 due to integration.
Since the school closed, it has been the home to the first Margaret K. Lewis School for children with disabilities, and now it is a charter school. Longtime residents of the Hill reflect on this piece of Panama City history every day, but now they want to make sure others know it too.
And his wife was the secretary.
And how the past has paved the way for the present and future.
It is our opinion that the school should provide pupils with the basic knowledge and skills limited only by the individual's ability, interests, and needs.
In Panama City, Anna Hoffman, News 13, Panhandle Strong.
Members of the Hill community hope to secure an historical marker for the former Oak Grove School so everyone can read about the history.